Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
Winter Watch 2026. It's the biggest storm ever. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Off Air. I am Jake Underwood. With me is the man, the myth, and the legend. He's back there. Well, he's not back there.
I'm right here, actually.
He's right there. Well, no, I mean, in front of me right now.
Yeah.
He's styling, profiling, it's style. Hey, everybody. Hey, style. How's it going over there, style?
Are you trying to be the guy on the poster behind me? You gonna talk about poop and fart jokes? Do I need to get you a bus?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I'm just asking.
No, I'm just
Watching
the countdown, man. Just trying to get through a segment at a time, you know. That's my life.
just getting it started over there?
That's right.
All right. Do you know about that real quick?
Getting it started?
Getting it started?
I don't think so.
I've been asking people when they do something stupid if they're getting it started. Remember the Black Eyed Peas song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, but you know what the original one is, right?
Yes.
So, like, getting it started.
All right. So, let's get it started in here. Giant snowstorm. Jordan, you don't think anything's coming of it?
No, I don't. I mean, we'll get a few inches. I don't think it... I think it's because we've had such a mild winter this year. Like, there's a couple bad days, but, like, the past 2 years have really been rather mild in Ohio, Northeast Ohio.
Yeah.
I think we'll get what we typically used to get 5 or 6 years ago. So maybe, like, 4 or 5 inches, and people will freak out. I don't think we're getting the 13 that they're saying.
See, I think we are.
I don't think so.
Yeah, see, the reason why I think we are is because the last time the jet stream wobbled the way that it is now was, like, 2009. And we got hammered with snow when this happened before. And it wasn't to the extent that it is. See, last time we were where, like, in, like, the shift of the jet stream, we were more to the middle. And the problem is when you're more to the middle of the jet stream, that's where it's warmer. Right? So you have more of a snow rain mix. So you're going to have a lot of ice. We're not going to have that much ice. I think we're going to be all right. I think we will get the 6 to 12. Right around there.
I think we're closer to the 6, if I'm being honest.
See, I think you...
Also, we live about, like, 35 minutes apart.
Right.
And you get more lake effect than I do.
But this has nothing to do with the lake effect. It's got nothing to do with the lake. It's coming from the south. You're going to get more ice
you think?
Than I will. Yeah, no, I don't think. I know. I turned into like 50. I've turned into like 75-year-old man today. I've watched the Weather Channel all day. Like, I am enamored with this. Especially, I can't think of the YouTube channel. Hold on. He's probably live right now.
WSRR. No traffic and weather on the 10s.
You're breaking the rule. We got traffic and weather on the 10s.
We're 3 minutes in,
well,
so it's not 10. But let me find the channel because they do a really good job. It's Ryan Hall, y'all. Are you familiar?
No.
So he
is it a meteorologist?
Kind of. He set up. It's called WeatherWise.
Okay.
And it's like the people that have the app that are updating the weather.
Oh, okay.
And so
so it's like Ogo. Traffic.
Kind of, but what he does, it's all over the country.
Mm-hmm.
And so he follows the storm and he goes to the different areas because people will put like updates like, yeah, it's starting to snow here. And he'll like zoom in. He'll be like, oh, so-and-so in Nashville, they're saying it's starting to snow there. Let's take a live look at it. It's a great gimmick.
That's a pretty good deal.
And it's like if somebody gets stuck, he has certain people in areas that like,
he's got like little reports. That's pretty good.
And then they go there and try to help the people out. So I was watching, it was Memphis, I believe it was in the big old rig there. Got stuck in a ditch.
Yeah. So
they had a Ford come and try to pull it out. The comments like, oh, should have had a Chevy. So then the Chevy comes and can't get it out either. And then it's like, oh, well, the Ford just couldn't get grip.
The pitch is going to have a field day with that.
Like, it's so funny, man. And then it ended up, the way they got it out was both the Ford and the Chevy, they worked together. And they strapped, and so while the big rig was trying to go in reverse, they were pulling it out. And then I think they got it.
Should have had a Dodge in there, man.
Dodge Dakota.
Then you had listen.
That
I love my Dodge Dakota.
listen, that was my first vehicle. Was the
I
Dodge
love
Dakota.
I had this conversation with someone the other day.
Well, we don't need to have it again.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
So gold is up.
Dude, silver finally went up. I've been telling people for 6 years, buy silver.
No,
I never
silver's
did
been
it.
booming.
I know. Well,
I've been telling people to buy silver. I didn't.
no, seriously. And to the point, I had been telling people that before I even joined like the campaign. Like we're going back like 2019. And one of the producers that I told at the old station I worked at, they were like, dude, it finally hit. And I'm like, I know. When we talked about it, it was like $15 and now it's over 100.
And you got none of it.
I'm like, did you buy any? They're like, no. Did you? I'm like, no.
Well, my Dodge Dakota is silver, so there's that. I mean, you know.
How is it in snow?
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
Yeah.
It's just a light truck. Like, I do a 4-wheel, and that helps. It's just a
Yeah.
light truck, though. But I was going to say, I had the conversation the other day. I'm very thankful my first car was the Mustang.
Mm.
And it was 2015 or 16.
Yeah.
And we had a bad winter. And I had to learn how to drive the Mustang,
Oof.
the 02 Mustang,
Yeah.
in the winter. So it was either I figured out how to handle that in the winter,
Uh-huh.
which is the worst time,
Yeah.
or I die. So I'm cool now.
Yeah. I need some snow tires because I got this car with like 2-3 months ago now, and it's got to be the summer tires because there's no
Sliding all over.
Oh, dude, it's bad. Like to the point, like
Do you have all-wheel drive?
yes,
Do you?
yeah. When I looked it up, it said that I did.
Okay.
So because somebody asked me about it the other day, but like, yeah, no, it's. I gotta pray that there's a car in front of me making tracks that I can follow, or I'm not moving. That's why tonight, because the snowstorm's coming. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, so we're gonna record for like an hour tonight, right? Because like I can't do it.
I've had the Mustang was the first car.
Yeah.
And I had that for 3 years before I got another one, a
Mhm.
winter car. And terrible, like literally the worst thing that you could ever have in the winter. It's the 02. It's fucking 2-wheel drive. It's got the engine in the front that makes it so fucking front heavy.
Yeah.
You're fishtailing all over the place. It's a really light car to begin with. You're not
Right.
supposed to have it like it. So all the worst things you can have.
Mhm.
And you can ask Evan. We used to drive in Independence there down that hill in Rockside every day coming from school. I'd have to go down that hill when it was iced
Yeah.
over and it's a bridge and fun time. So I had to learn how to drive in the snow in that. So
Yeah.
I'm very thankful. But after that, I had what the fuck car? A Jeep. I had a 2003 Jeep Liberty that was a piece of shit
Oh,
that
wow.
made it like 2 weeks in the winter.
Yeah.
And I got rid of it because like the 4-wheel stopped and it was smoking. It was great.
Yeah. Nice.
And then I bought an 03 Honda Accord. Do you remember my Accord? Were you around for my Accord? Is that the one we
Vaguely.
pushed out of the snow, or was that the CRV?
I think
it was the Accord.
It might have been the Accord.
It had the 3 on it.
Yes.
I had a black Honda Accord,
Yeah.
2003 Accord that had a Dale Earnhardt 3 on the side.
Yeah.
And I loved that fucking car. And I bought it, and I'm like, okay, I bought it in the winter. I'm like, this is going to be a great winter car. I can put the Mustang in the garage. I can drive this in the winter. And someone I was riding with like a week after, we're coming down the street, literally the street I lived on. We're coming down the street, and I'm sliding. It's all ice. And like, it's one of those where you don't have control. So you're like just off the gas and letting it slide
Yep.
and hoping you don't hit.
Yeah.
So we're sliding. We're getting closer and closer to the edge of the road there. There's a stop sign. We're getting closer and closer. I'm like, well, I'm not going to stop. It's dangerous if I hit the brakes. So we're going
Right.
to slide through it, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
And they looked at me like, why would you get this? Why would you get a Honda Accord as a car? I'm like,
Yeah.
because it was $2,000, and if I wreck this, I'm going to feel a lot better than wrecking the
yeah.
Mustang.
Yeah. Seriously.
So that was my logic in getting winter cars for the longest time.
So my first car was a Dodge Dakota, but I never got it running.
Mhm.
That was supposed to be a project for my father and I, but he left. It was too much for him. And so then after that,
well, he went to get the spark plugs and just
oh
couldn't- he hasn't found them.
we didn't even get that far. Which my understand, because I finally asked my mom, because it was my grandfather's old truck, and I liked it as a kid because it was like the one that they drove in Twister.
Yeah, yeah.
So I loved it. It was red like that. It was the same year. It was just not as big. It was kind of like,
Was it the 2-door?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And my understanding, the only thing that was wrong with it, which now what I know about cars, I was like, that's an easy fix. It was the alternator.
Oh, you could just swap the alternator.
Right.
out, yeah.
Literally. And get a new belt. That's literally all I would have needed to do. But my dad apparently didn't want to do that. So then after that, I got a 2002 Pontiac Grand Am. Oh.
You got to tell that to Jimmy Simonis. Sports Avenue podcast.
I love that car. That car, it was so good. Then after that, I got for like a month, a Mercury Tracer.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was
nice.
No, it wasn't.
I'm listen.
It was $850.
That's the perfect price for a Mercury Tracer. What do you mean?
I was in Strongsville. Thank God my friend Kaylee's
You got to tell me it's like
parents-
an 03, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah, right around there. 02, 03.
Cool.
Got it from a dealership for $850. That tells you how yeah.
Quote unquote dealership.
Yes. Oh no, it was.
This is your buddy's garage, the dealership.
No, it was a legit
That's
dealership.
Crazy.
And we're my friend and I. It was my friend Kaylee, and then another person that I no longer speak with, but I do speak with Kaylee. We were driving through Strongsville. Just done. Just gave out.
Just quit.
Yeah. So luckily, I had enough momentum. I could pull into a parking lot. It was over there where the Big Lots used to be. In Strongsville.
Yeah.
And just sat there. I think it died in front of Plato's Closet. This is when it wasn't turning on anymore. And my buddy called his mom to come pick him up, and I was like, "Thanks, bro."
He's like, "All right, well, I gotta go."
Yeah, that's cool. And then, Kaylee's parents were like, "Well, what's going on?" Because I was trying to like talk to her dad about what's going on with the car, and they're like, "Yeah, we got AAA. We'll just say,
right,
use it to take you home." So then I cleared it out, and then what did I get after that? Oh, I got a 2001 Chevy Malibu, the Malibute, and that was a good car, dude. That I drove that. I got it. It was it's like $3,500 from a buy here, pay here.
That's way too much money for a Chevy Malibu.
It wasn't, because it was a former rental. It was a rent-a-car, and it had 90,000 miles on it. And I drove that thing until it was 250,000 miles. That thing was like awesome. Big. It was easy to work on because the hood would there was enough room. You can put your elbow down there if you needed to. And then after that, that one, it was black. It was black ice that killed the Malibute.
Yeah. What'd you slide into?
So I was on 224. Right. It was right by Cloverleaf High School, which is crazy. So I'm driving and I just hit, and it was one of those where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm about to go into a ditch. Okay. And when the car landed, it was facing the opposite direction, and I was somehow standing in the car. So like I landed on my feet.
Yeah.
There was blood. I don't know where the blood came from, but I just remember I had to like stand because it was in a ditch, and I had to like bend down, turn the car key so I could roll the window down, and like reach up, roll the window down. And I remember, because I was listening to talk radio, and I remember hearing what the guy was talking about, and I went, that's a dumb take. Like I rolled the window down, and I realized how bad it was because there were like 6 cars there, and the one lady was freaking out on the phone. Ironically enough, it was the old superintendent of my school that was like standing over the window, and I rolled it down, and I'm like, Mr. Hulme? He's like, Jake? Oh my God. Oh, are you okay? I'm like, hold on. Can somebody call my phone? Because I need to call off work. So I like bend down. I find my phone. They're calling it. No, that was the best part. The guy goes, what's your number? And I say it to him. He goes, well, he's not concussed. Which is like such like the Cloverleaf, like country bumpkin way of doing it. And so then I grab my phone. I text my boss. I'm like, hey, I can't be in today. And I sent a picture of my car. And the next day I was at work. I do remember that because I just remember like leaning on the counter, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in so much pain. And I have customers walking because I worked in sales, and they're like, hey, and I'm like, hi, welcome in. What's wrong with you? I'm like, I totaled my car yesterday. No way. And then I'd show them, and they're like, all right, well, I have to go with you. I have to buy something from you. You work off commission. And I'm like, cool. I can't move. So just tell me what phone you're thinking about, and I'll go back there and grab it. And then after that was the Mazda. That thing was a tank. I mean, that made it up a mountain in South Dakota. I drove up the mountain, and then it died. It died at 250,000 miles.
I remember.
And then after that was the Ford Fusion, the 2017 Ford Fusion. And then that was the transmission was starting to go, and that was at 150,000 miles. And then I got the Ford Fusion that I have now.
Can we talk about the fact that you had maybe like 4 years ago, got that Ford Fusion, the 2017 silver 2017 Ford Fusion. Jake says, I think I'm going to get a new car one day.
Yep.
and then comes over, probably to do this, comes over.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he didn't get the car because he pulls up in a silver Ford Fusion in the same fucking body style. It's just a newer model of the Ford
My
Fusion.
whole thing, the reason why I like the Ford Fusion, I get like 40 miles to the gallon. Like I fill up I drive, my round trip to go to church is like 140 miles. And it takes a half a quarter of a gallon of a tank.
See, I will say the Dodge Dakota, not great on gas.
Right. Like, it was one of those where, and it was funny because when I was looking at the cars, she's like, well, would you want to go with another Fusion? I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you got it, that would be cool because I love the gas mileage.
They said, we have your exact car.
Well, no, we didn't know. So at first, like the first half of the list, it was all like SUVs and stuff. I'm like, it'd be cool to get an SUV because I plan on doing a lot of stuff with work and I could drive, I'm going through it all. And I click page 2 right there at the top, 2020 Ford Fusion Silver. And she goes, well, that's pretty much the same car you got now. And I'm like, well, let's take a look at it. And what did I always complain about? My radio. I didn't have the big screen. And they pull it up and it's cloth seats. And I go, cool. I don't have to worry about the leather cracking. And it's a lot less miles on it. It was under 90. And I'm like, that's cool. And took it for a test drive. And I'm like, all right, this is nice. Big radio. Air works. AC works. Cool. Let's do it. Payments right around the same. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Cool.
I think it's funny that two of the biggest things that sold you on it would be two of the biggest things that turned me away from it.
The gas mileage and the radio.
Yeah,
that's honestly what it was.
From your story, I was thinking the silver and the cloth.
Oh no,
I hate silver vehicles. My truck is silver. I hate silver vehicles.
Yeah. Okay. Cat's
and,
going nuts.
Yeah, cat's out there. And I don't like cloth seats either.
See, I like the leather seats, but the problem was, and with my old car, it started cracking. And I'm like...
Take better care of your shit. I don't know.
Sure. So it started cracking, and I'm like, this is annoying. Like, I don't want to deal with this. And then, the gas mileage, man.
I went from... Well, I had the Mustang all the way up until last year, but then I had the 2003 Jeep for less than a year. I had the Accord for a couple of years. Traded in the 03 Accord and got a 2008 CRV.
Yeah.
Loved the CRV.
We had some adventures in that.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Loved the CRV. Great car. Never had an issue with it.
If you want to know, you can fit a queen-sized bed frame in a Honda CRV.
You can also fit a 75-inch TV in a CRV. You just have to put the seats all the way up.
Yeah, but just be careful when driving in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we we popped the tire off it.
Yeah, we did, and we didn't realize until we got into your driveway.
Yeah, that's how good of a car it is. I stay on the Honda CRV.
Yeah, see, because I'm trying to think, we didn't notice until we got into your driveway, and it wouldn't move, and we're like, what is going on?
The whole road was ice, and we kind of like slid into the driveway, and hit the corner where like the driveway, and like it's not a dip or anything, but it's where the corner of the cement and the grass meet, and we hit that and kind of like popped up onto the ice, and I think that's when the tire came off, but we just couldn't pull forward.
Well, I think we popped it on the main road.
Regardless,
made
it all the way back down there.
I almost said the name of the road, but
yeah. Made it all the way back to the house.
Yeah.
So I had the CRV, never had a problem with the CRV. I wanted to get a truck, and I got a Honda Ridgeline a year older. I got an 07 Ridgeline because it's the same fucking car. Yeah. The Honda Ridgeline is the CRV, but with a bed.
Just bigger.
Yep. It's not bigger. It's the same frame. It's literally just a different body shape.
Saying bigger because you have the bed.
Yeah. So like, that's all it was. Everyone made fun of it. Everyone hated the Ridgeline. I loved the Ridgeline. Had a secret little trunk in the bed of the truck.
I liked the Ridgeline.
I loved the Ridgeline. Had the two-way hatch.
Yeah.
So you could.
Who made fun of the Ridgeline?
Everyone made fun of the Ridgeline.
Really?
Everyone hated it. Yeah. In fact, I had to.
That's weird.
My dad despises how they look, and I sold him on it when I first got it because I told him I wanted one.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding one, and I'm like, oh, just happened to find it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. So I got it, and he's like, oh, you really got that ugly truck. And we drove around the block in it, right? And I was like, all right, it handles good and it's got a lot of room and you can do the back window from the button. He's like, I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I think everyone came around to it. But I had the Ridgeline and then I traded in the Ridgeline because my water pump was going bad in it.
That's right.
And I got the Dodge Dakota about a year ago. I got the Dodge Dakota. And then I got the Challenger, 2014 Challenger.
Right.
That's my history in vehicles. What will the next one be?
I hope.
Crown Vic, Grand Marquis. I don't know. I have no desire for like a new car, dude. Give me your grandfather's car.
Yeah,
to
I don't
cruise around
either,
in.
honestly. Like, because I could have gotten a new car. I'm good.
Your
I'm
car's
okay.
newer though.
No, it is. Yeah, no, it's a 2020,
Yeah.
which I mean, for me, yeah. Oh,
I mean, I have a 2014, which is over a decade old, and I'm like, oh, this is a new car.
but yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I feel
Yeah.
about mine. And even when I got, because it was in, I mean, when I got the Malibu, I was like, this is, dude, to the point, the Malibu was in such good shape, it still had the no smoking stickers.
Hell yeah.
And it was
And
funny.
you smoked in it, didn't you?
I didn't.
Oh man.
No, I didn't. But a friend of mine, he put like, he had to tie his shoe. We were getting ready for work, and he put his foot up on like the dash, and he was tying. And when he took it down, the sticker fell off, and he was like it was so funny because I really didn't care. I'm like, all right, whatever. But he's like, oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. Like he was like he's just so hurt by it, and I'm like, buddy, you're fine. Like, don't. He's like, no, dude, like that was cool, like. And I just, like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, you're fine. He's like, I'll buy a new one. I'm like, well, no, you can't buy a new one because then it's not going to match the other one. It's fine. Don't worry
It's
about
not stock, dude.
Right.
It's not OEM part.
Right.
Evan's first car was like an 04, 05 Impala. Fucking love. I hate Chevys. I really don't like Chevy.
You know what the problem with the Impala is, though?
What's that?
So I don't know why. Like two of the women that I dated, like right after high school, had Impalas. And
I mean, that's the age range for an Impala.
right. The by the gas tank
Mm-hmm.
where you would put the gasoline in.
Yeah.
That gets like
it's rusted out,
eroded
yeah.
so quick.
Yeah, it does.
And that's like the only problem with the Impala.
Evan's Impala, like, it was like mint condition. I don't know who had this before him, but like there's no I thought about buying it off him just to have it.
Yeah.
And not a Chevy guy, loved Evan's Impala, but he had a like 04, 05 Impala blue and sold it within like 2 years of having it, got a truck, but he sold it and we had like not like anything hard that would actually change the interior, but we were putting stupid shit in the inside of it.
Yeah.
It's like we had a rug in the back over the seats and shit and pillows.
That's cool.
But the one thing that it was left in there when he traded it, or two things rather, he had a Chevy Impala with a Ford logo steering wheel cover on
That's
it for the
funny.
meme.
Yeah.
And on his radio had a sticker that said "for rectal use only."
My Mazda, because it was something my manager did when I worked at Verizon. Everybody that worked at that store, we had the Fueled by Haters on the bumper. And I was the last one.
I remember that.
Yeah, I was the last one with it because she just made it. Because like the store that we had, it was insane. That's like we were going like sometimes 200% over goal. Like it was nuts, the kind of stuff like we were doing. And our customer service scores were some of the highest in the country. It was nuts what we were doing. And everybody just like hated the fact that we were doing this because it was one of those stores where they were trying to get people in there and people were like, oh, well, nobody's going to do anything with that. And it was our local store and we're like, screw it. Let's go in there, see what we could do. If not, then we'll just leave.
Right.
Like, whatever. And we were there for like a year and a half. And yeah, year over year, because, we left after the year because we weren't going to hit those same numbers. And so well, after that is when I started broadcasting school. But yeah, there were like 6 or 7 people that worked in that store, and each one of us on our bumper had the Fueled by Haters, and they put it in like the opposite color. So like I had black, so it was red. If you had a red car, it was black. If you had a gray car, it was like green. And because it was just the way like it just matched up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was funny. But yeah, I was the last one to have the car that was Fueled by Haters.
And now a junkyard has it.
I would assume that it's been pulled apart by now.
I'm sure. That was what? How many years ago now? 4 or 5?
No, maybe
3.
3 because it was before I joined the campaign.
Yeah.
That was wow.
Now it's being pulled apart.
Hopefully,
The guy who sold my Mustang, which I mean, it only had 68,000 miles on it.
yeah.
Like this fucking thing was still mint. But
Right.
I've been watching. I followed him on Facebook. I've been watching him repart the car because he's putting a bunch of like racing parts on it. Hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks good, but
well,
it hurts a
especially
little
because
bit.
like it's like once a month we always do like we can start racing too.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna. That's why Crown Vic's the next car.
Dude, WSRR racing team. It wouldn't be bad.
Sponsored by yourbuddiesgarage.com.
Yeah. Well, if you're listening to this as a replay, on the station, hold on, because there's great content coming up. You have some great shows coming up. I don't know what the lineup's going to be when this plays. It might be the same as it is.
Now you're going to have Rebel replays after this.
Well, potentially. We don't know if it changes, though.
That's
the
true,
thing.
yeah.
So it could change. But either way, it's going to be great content. And if you're listening on the podcast, thank you. Thanks for listening. Listen to the next one right now.
The preceding program was a WSRR radio production.